Hello everyone, welcome. I am working out the kinks of all of this stuff. I am Mary Jo Snyder. Welcome to my Let's Caffeinate and Create YouTube channel. And you are joining me for my Hello, it's Tuesday, March 18th, 2025. I am on here a little bit early just to make sure everything was working for me. I plug in my phone. Sorry for my hand in the way. I am very excited to be here. I'm trying to really, do all the things. So I am here on my Let's Caffeinate and Create YouTube channel for my Creativity Made Easy. And I'm going to try and do these on Tuesdays at a regular scheduled time of 7 p.m. So here we are. I'm really excited. Thank you so much all for joining me. I'm just going to hop on so I can see comments. So feel free, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please like, subscribe, and comment. I would appreciate all of that if you so inclined to do so. I would appreciate it. Thank you so much. I announced that I was going live a little bit later because I wasn't sure it was going to work out because some great things have been happening in the Snyder family. And it's pretty exciting. I cannot share their post, but because of the way they have it on Facebook, and that's okay. I have been holding this in. I can't even tell you how long. I had taken that week off not too long ago to help, but then things got postponed. But Nigel and Maddie have purchased a home and they have officially moved in and spent their first night in their new home. And I'm so excited for them, as well as Aaliyah trying to get everything in order for things that she is going to be pursuing as well, but that's still under wraps. So when that takes place, I will be sure to share all the love to her as well, and how proud I am of both of my kids and everything that they are experiencing in life, especially with all the stuff that they've had to deal with. You know, there's always ups and downs and stuff like that. So I'm going to take the opportunity right now to read from this Always Believe in Yourself and Your Dreams. This is something that I would do on Facebook. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining me live. I will show you some fun stuff that I got in the mail, as well as we're going to work on the Daisy Dreams May 2025 paper pumpkin kit that I got in the mail the other day. So I got a small haul from Hither and Yon Studio, new to me. I fell in love with paper, and I'll show you why and explain it, as well as one of my favorite products within the Stampin' Up! Catalog that I never got, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to get it, even though I still want the stamps and the dies. I can only do what I can do because I'm on a very fixed income. So let's read Let Your Heart Show You the Way. Appropriate, right? For so many reasons. Listen to the song in you. It's there. And whatever puts stars in your eyes and makes your heart sing. Listen to your feelings, and you will hear who you are and what you must do. Listen to your needs, and you will know where to find what you are looking for. Listen to the wisdom within. It is trying to lead you to your destiny. Listen to the song in you, and your life will be full of harmony. You will be who you were meant to be. You will be complete and at peace and happier than you have ever been, if only you will listen to the song in you. And that is by Nancy Sims. So I love sharing little verses or little poems from this book. It's a special gift from a friend of mine who passed away. Goodness, it's been 13 or 14 years, several years ago. And she gave this as a gift to me when we were both dealing with being laid off from the school district we were working for. Long story short, it's a blessing to have that book from Holly and that I can refer back to it and find inspiration and hopefully share in all of that with each and every one of you. So with that, I am going to get you pointed down to my work area. I have to say that the other day I was like all sad and I'm freezing too, so I have some coffee. I was all sad and upset because I was vertical in my video. And you really have to be careful when you put things out in the universe, like the way you say things. And because sometimes those things get misinterpreted. And hey, Lisa, I hope you had a wonderful time. I'm so excited. I saw all the wonderful photos. I'm so excited for you, proud, and just honored to have been a part of your journey. So super excited for you. Um, I want to, yeah, so I was all disappointed because I was vertical in my video, but we're working out those little glitches. It's going to take me some time to learn a few more things that I want to incorporate into my YouTube channel. But for now, I was upset, but I held it together and I did what I could, and hope two finished projects she made for the cards that I had done. I've already put mine in the mail, so I can't revisit it, but oh, well, that's what friends are for, right? Absolutely. So, there is the funny story. Vertical, horizontal. Here we are, horizontal. I'm no longer saying horizontal. I am saying portrait or landscape, because that is the proper terminology for how to portray yourself in videos, photos, whatever. Portrait or landscape, okay? Because I ended up going to Nigel and Maddie's house yesterday to assist them in doing some cleaning after work. And well, I ended up horizontal as I was coming down the stairs. Yes, graceful me, my alter ego Grace. I'm going to just have this, I have this second personality. I'm just going to say it. It may sound weird, but if you know me and you have seen the things that I have been through in the last few years of falling, and of course I'm going to fall and hurt my same foot that I had a boot on last year when I was on stage. So there's that. So anyway, I was walking down the stairs, big bucket of water, a mop. I got to the last step, twisted my ankle, like totally rolled my ankle, fell to the floor, and I was then horizontal. So we've got some bruising, some swelling, and all that good stuff, but we're gonna heal and mend. Nothing's broken, hopefully. Toes are moving, a little stiff, swollen, whatever, but time will heal all wounds as they normally do, as it normally does, I should say. So with that, there's my funny for the day of being vertical or horizontal. So always praise yourself when you're vertical, even if it's not the way you want to be in your videos or your photographs. So cheers to you. I just had to share the story. I'm going to flip the camera down and we are going to share some fun stuff with all of you. So let's see if I can get this all situated. I'm going to have to stand. Bear with me. It's going to take me a second. And I'm going to zoom in a little. I actually have a clean counter for the most part, which is super exciting. I just want to send a little shout out to some people who are mourning the loss of a dear friend, Ray Gallegos, who used to actually be on my Stampin' Up team. She passed away this morning after a long battle, well, a short battle with cancer. And you know how I feel about that. So I'll just keep my nasty comments about cancer to myself, and send a lot of love to Lisa Hargraves and a lot of love to her family, Ray's family. And Lisa she reached out to me. Hey, Deb. Lisa reached out to me today and let me know, I had not even thought about it, but Papa G, who was my stepdad's dad, we also called him Gippy, because his last name was Gibson and we called him Gip. So there was that. I always called him Papa G. But anyway, he passed away 3 years to the day today ago. So Ray was going to join him because she was very close to Papa G. So, and I hope that Brett met her at those gates and gave her some crap too. So I'm sure you can still do that in heaven. At least I will be when I get there. No time soon. Just putting that out there. All right, so this is a paper pack that I received. I ordered it from Hither and Yon. Studios, and I'm really excited. I saw this flash on my screen, and those of you that were sharing all the wonderfulness of Stampin' Up! And the new in colors, when I saw this, I was like, oh my goodness, all those beautiful colors that are going to be shared with your customer base and all of that are going to be, are kind of in this palette here. I kind of love it with the oranges and the blues, as well as other things. And I got some freebies, it looks like. So I've never ordered from them. Literally the turnaround time was minimal. And these are things that you can get digital downloads, but I don't want to have the expense of the cost of ink. Not to mention, I want it to be the colors of what is I'm seeing on the computer screen when I'm ordering these things or seeing them in use. I want them to, oh, and Deb, I have designer series paper for you that you asked for, and I will get it to you. I'll touch base with you and see when, I don't know when Mary's next No Frills is at the church, but it's the Gone Fishing designer series paper that you wanted. I sold my stamps and my dies, so you are more than welcome to have the paper that coordinates because I won't be needing it. So I don't have a lot left, so I'm just going to give it to you because I know you could use it, and that makes me happy. So, all right, so let's take a look at this. I'm all over the place, but I was really excited when I saw this paper come across the screen, but I had them print it for me and send it to me. And it really is just printed on copy paper, or you could order it on a thicker cardstock. This is awesome for my newfound love of junk journaling, which I'm trying to get my hands in and excited about. So let's see all the good stuff. So Hither and Yon Studio, you can find them on Facebook, Instagram, that must be TikTok, I don't even know, and YouTube. And she creates these designs and they print them. They have them on printable. You can print them yourself, but as I said, I would want them to be as vibrant as I'm seeing on the computer, and the whole color management thing with your computer versus your printer and the amount of ink you would need to get a really fresh coat of paint, kind of say, on this paper. Looks like I'm kind of glitching out a little bit. If there's any hesitation in the video or if it looks a little sketchy to you, please let me know. It looks like I am a little fuzzy on my end when I'm looking in my video. So, but we're going to take a flip through this paper. I fell in love with it. And again, it's just copy paper. It's one-sided. I love the colors. I think it marries nicely with a lot of the pretty colors from Stampin' Up. So I'll be able to utilize my inks and other things. It's just beautiful. And it's really going to go great. Like I said, it's one-sided, so it gives me the opportunity to do some fun things with junk journaling, all kinds of things. I can put it on card fronts, whatever I decide to do with it, but it's beautiful. Like this I could cut out and it could be a panel. It's just so pretty. And of course, some of this is upside down, so quite a few sheets. I'm not sure how many, but I like this. You can trim these, rip these, whatever, and create borders for a scrapbook page or whatever. I'm just really excited about it. And I think this is like, might be your typical 60-pound weight regular copy paper, but I just love the colors. I love the vintage look, and I can't wait to play with this. So that's the paper I got from Hither and Yon Studio. Again, they're on YouTube and Facebook, so you can find them. You just look them up. And actually, I'll put as I always say, I'm going to put it in the description of this video, and then I forget to do it, as well as I cleaned everything, and now I don't have a pen. I think they're behind me. Let's see what I got in this drawer. Oh, here's some. Let me write this. Hither and Yon Studios. I'll put their link in the description of my video in case you want to check out their product. So there's that. This is some oh, look at that. Thanks for supporting my small. So there's their QR codes. There you go. Tutorials and Scan Me if you want to shop. So you can get those QR codes if you want to right from this here. But I also could use the back of this in something. So it's reusable. That's the one thing about junk journaling is you can recycle, reuse. This is cute. Stamp something here or stamp something there. Super cute. Love it. Looks like a great element to a graduation card maybe. Ugh, love this. Got the little divider thing for kind of like a file folder. Got some more goodies, a recipe. Look, it's got kitty cats on it. And we've got the month, so you can circle the month and the day and wish somebody a happy birthday. Love this. That almost looks like Memory More or the previous, oh, I don't know, something similar. Oh, look, she must know I love butterflies. I got 2 beautiful butterflies to use, and it matches that paper very nicely. And a big fat doily, which I actually bought a pack of doilies at the Dollar Tree. There's several different sizes, but this is great to incorporate into junk journaling as well. So there is my Hither and Yon haul, my tiny little haul with all the free goodies I got along with it. So that makes me very happy. And again, I'll leave this here if you guys want to grab those QR codes, if I can find it. Hang on. It's here somewhere. That's not it. Well, where'd it go? There it is. So it's right there. Okay, so there's that. Very excited. And then this paper is what I fell in love with when I first looked at the current catalog, the spring catalog. Of course, I got another adhesive, but you don't need to see that. I fell in love with this paper, and then I thought, why not get the elements for the scrapbooking portion of the Wildflower Celebrations. I do love the stamp set because I love all the big fonts and all that pretty stuff, but then I thought, you know, I do have this and I can incorporate that into some pretty scrapbook pages and stuff like that. So I want to open this up and share this with you. So super excited. So these are the cut aparts or die cut pieces, I should say. I think there's just one sheet. Yes. 1 or 2. Oh, there's stickers. So these are stickers. Sweet. So this is the sticker sheet. Love, love, love. You got the banners down here or the borders for a scrapbook page. These could be cut apart or used as borders as well. So you have that piece. And then we have the pretty designer series paper. I just really absolutely loved, oh yes, this is the one that has the die cut images. I'll have to get a little thing for it. I loved the paper, really wanted it. Very cheerful. I love the gold foiling on it. Very amazing. You could take these tags and make a little mini album with it. Brag book. Great idea for that. Fun things I'm learning. Looks like you could do some fun stuff with these layers too and create almost like a pocket. Again, this has got designer, another design on the back. So you have 2 of those, which is fun. I love the foil and all these little cut apart pieces. And then of course, who doesn't love buffalo check? And to have it in pink is absolutely amazing. I love the foiling in this. So you have non-foil side and foil side. And I'm going to show you some fun ribbon that I got. I did not get the entire suite because, well, I can't. And plus things were not available. I think the gems were not available. This is very subtle, very pretty. This would go very nicely with Rachel Tessman's Layering Leaves and the Bow Punch. Just saying. It would look very nice because of those leaves accents. You got that. That looks like a party on a piece of paper. Just saying. And again, another sheet of that. Just soft seafoam, I'm assuming. Very pretty. Again, birthdays, a baby, springtime book, a baby album for baby girl, all the pinks and the fun things. Wedding, you could do a wedding album. Just fun things. You could cut these little pieces out and create little different things with even this. It looks like Eastery. I just really, really love the paper. So, and these are more die cut images. Look how beautiful that is. Isn't that gorgeous? So these are all die cut images. You get 2 sheets, and I'm always bad about them falling all apart on me. So let me grab a piece of paper, and I'm going to put this back on here. Hopefully slide it on there the best I can without making a huge mess and losing a ton of things. So there you go. And then, of course, I had to get the designer or the two-tone cardstock that coordinates. So this is Blueberry Bushel, Old Olive, Peach Pie, Pool Party, Pretty in Pink, and Soft Seafoam. So let's take a gander at these. Welcome everyone joining me live, and thank you everyone who is watching the replay. Totally appreciate it. And let's see what we got going on. All right, we've got the pink compared to the other side. Pretty in Pink. Just gonna pull. We've got that side. So they're 2 different tone, and it is a white core. So you're able to do different techniques with it, but you can see like the lighter shade there. And then you've got Soft Seafoam or Old Olive. Nope, Soft Seafoam. Pull that one out. So you've got those 2 shades. Very pretty. And Old Olive. You've got these 2 tones. Loving this. Old Olive is a lighter shade to me of Mossy Meadow. I always had issues with my Mossy Meadow ink pad. It made me very sad. So I don't have that color ink, so I always use Old Olive instead. And of course, Blueberry Bushel is one of my favorite colors of the blues. I'm a purple person, so I like all the purples. And then I believe this was Pool Party, which I do have some of that already, and that's very pretty as well. So it gives you the option of doing 2 different tones on your projects, so it's super cool. All right, so we've got those. So lots of things going on. It makes me super happy with the kids and just, you know, life and whatnot. So there's that. And let's break in and do some crafting. You guys ready? All right, this is the March Paper Pumpkin. Now, March is the anniversary of Paper Pumpkin, and it is usually when they give you a little extra present inside. Sometimes it's an extra stamp set, sometimes it's something else. I know once we got little stencil type things to create an image, and there were 3 different layers. It was really super cool. So, but here we are. I love this because there is a bumblebee hive here. Happy birthday. Hello. A beautiful daisy floral image with leaves. I'll give you a better picture when I open everything up. More bumblebee hive type things. This, I'll read the sentiments. There's a bumblebee extra, it looks like extra wings maybe, so you can build a bumblebee. That's super cool. Sweetest birthday wishes. I like that. Lost Lagoon ink spot. And really beautiful stuff. I love things that have, well, I shouldn't say anything that's like springy and you know, bumblebees and dragonflies and butterflies and all the prettiness of all of those elements. I love those types of things. So, all right, we're gonna open up our pack here. And get started. I didn't share this over to Facebook either. Wow, that's okay. I'll do it after. Kind of an impromptu. I guess I'm gonna go live because the kids were painting and setting up their kitchen tonight. So Nigel and Maddie had some friends there, and Maddie's dad and a couple other people, and it was just really nice. So I thought, well, I'll head home, see what I can get into here. So here I am. So, all right, inside this fun thing, we have dimensionals and glue dots. So we've got the glue dots, tiny dimensionals, and dimensional strips. So that's cool. We've got envelopes. They're different. I love the accent on, I love when the envelopes are decorated and they are not designed on the inside, but they are on the reverse, which is super cool. Very nice. Not so much on that, but it's got the blue. Love that. Looks like we can make 9 cards, 3 of each design. Set those aside. We've got our instructions, which is always good for me, even though I lose track of them and forget what I'm doing. We've got these 3 card bases, so I'm going to keep one of those out. We're going to do the kit as it instructs, and I will do some alternate stuff as well. There is some vellum tags. They kind of look like the, what were they called? Deckled rectangles. They got those little scalloped edge around it. There's that. I'm going to get this tissue paper out of here. I try to save that tissue paper because a lot of times it's colors that coordinate with your Stampin' Up! Colors. So I can stick it in a gift bag. There's this card base. It's just, and they're all white on the reverse side. Here's more elements that also looks like a deckled rectangle, and we've got the circle in the center that will probably pop out. We're going to keep that out. And the other card base has some hues of a yellow tone, and I'm not sure what color it is yet, but we'll get there. It's pretty. And we've got, of course, these little intricate pieces. We'll keep those out. Oh, look at the bokeh effect of this circle. Isn't that beautiful? The bokeh of the different greens and the white. Very pretty. And we have a sheet of these, which I will keep out an entire sheet because I bet I will need it for one or all 3 of these cards. So there are bits and pieces of die cut images there. I'll set the rest of that stuff in my box. Let's see if there's anything else. We do have tags that I'll keep out as well. Got all these die cut pieces that are falling down. And these are your stamps. So you've got, thank you for always being there for me. Wishing you brighter days ahead. Thank you. Sweetest birthday wishes. Enjoy your special day. Happy birthday. So those are the 2 stamp sets. You got Daisy Daydream and then the Happiest Hive. So you've got both of those stamp sets to go with this wonderful paper pumpkin kit. So I like to have this here now. Embrace the journey, even though you can't really see it because it's so far down on the table. But I love the message. So, and I still have to play with that stuff too. All right, so we're going to start with grabbing our instructions. I didn't see any gems. Oh, I forgot to show you. This was that other, the other ribbon I got, which would go great with this. It's kind of a gold, but when it's all together, it almost has a green hue, but it's gold and it's that mesh woven ribbon. Is it mesh ribbon? Open weave trim. And that goes with that Stampin' Up! Birthday stuff that I purchased. So, all right, for the first card, I'm going to need the blue base, and we're going to go through all of this stuff because I like to say what coordinating colors so it keeps it in my head. Coordinating colors, basic black, crumb cake, crushed curry, lemon lime twist, Lost Lagoon, mossy meadow, soft seafoam, and berry vanilla. So there's 9 cards, 9 card bases. And envelopes, and this is a coordinating stamp set or die set that if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you can, like, I could purchase that if I wanted it. I don't normally get those things, and it coordinates with 3 months of Paper Pumpkin. So, all right. So now that I did that spiel, Paper Pumpkin can be purchased on the Stampin' Up! Website. If you have a demonstrator, please seek out help from that person, and they would be much obliged to assist you, or you can just go to the Stampin' Up! Website because now you can purchase it directly from the Stampin' Up! Website. So, pretty ribbon. It sure is, right? It's gorgeous. Great on cards and layouts. Yeah, and it's not thick and bulky. It's really pretty, and it ties nicely too. It will end up a little bulky after it's tied, but it's very pretty. Okay, we need blocks, which I did get out. Set that aside so I don't forget where it is. I need, so we've got Lost Lagoon. That's what color that card base is, Lost Lagoon. What was I thinking? I'll grab my big Lost Lagoon ink pad. I'll put those little beehive type image there. We're going to do some stamping of a sentiment, which the sentiment is enjoy your special day. So we'll let that rest on the table for a minute. Come in because those are delicate stamps and bend every which way. We'll set those aside for now. Come in with my piercing mat because we are using photopolymer stamps, and this looks like it got a little messy. We are going to stamp. We are going to need a tag. So where'd they go? Somewhere. There they are. Okay. So it looks like I'm going to use one of these thinner stamps here. I think they're the same size as that. I'm going to get my Versamark to season my stamps so it will pick up that ink a little bit better. And you know how I roll. I probably will spill something onto my counter. All right, so I'm going to stamp the sentiment into my Versamark just to get some of that stickiness on there. And then I'm going to stamp in my ink, and we are going to hope for a very good image. So that helps season your stamp. The Versamark will adhere to your stamp, and then it'll help pick up that ink a little bit better. So just like that. So you've got that. So we've got our sentiment, and we are going to need these two pieces right here. And I need the card base because I have to do some stamping on the card base as well. So we're going to do some of that hive stamp on the background of the card base. And again, I'll just tap that in some Versamark as well. Set that aside for now. I'm going to varnish my... everything's tidy. I don't even know what to do with myself. Okay, there's that. And we are going to the best of my ability, we are going to try and stamp these the way they are on the sample or the instructions. And that. But you can see how well the ink gets picked up with using that Versamark. And this one can go there. All right, so there's that. So we are going to need these two pieces. I love that. Doesn't it look like something you would wear in your hair? And somewhere I had my sentiment. It's still here. It's just in the middle of other things. That's going to go there. So this goes down first, and this gets regular adhesive like the little glue dots. I'm just going to go ahead and grab my adhesive roller, double-sided adhesive right here. That's going to go right in the center, I believe. Make sure I got this opening the right way. And then these are going to get, oh, it looks like I'm going to use another element that I did not grab. And that is two of these and a bumblebee. So I need a bumblebee as well. These are kind of gold, shimmery. Bumblebee. And there's our bumblebee. So we've got all the elements we need. The flowers are going to get dimensionals. So we'll add dimensionals to that. But first what I want to do, it looks like we are going to take and add this to the back side of the flower here. So that is going to peak on that end. So let's grab our dimensionals, and it looks like the mini ones. And we are going to add a few dimensionals to this. And this is going to hold this down. So I'm just going to grab a few and maybe there, tack that down some, and then we'll put some in the center of each of these flowers. I'm probably doing way too many, but that's okay. And then We'll do the same to this one, but then the hive is going to be on the reverse side. It's actually the same flower, but this is going to be flipped upside down. So we're going to lay this one here. So with that, we want to go ahead and add more dimensionals to hold that in place. Add one to that flower, and I'm just going to put one more because I do have extra in my stash if I run low. And I'll put another one there. All right. And the bee is going to get a glue dot, so we'll do that next. So I'm going to bring this back in here. We've got our dimensionals on there, holding on that gold hive element. I didn't bring my garbage can over here. And this is going to kind of go over, border the, whoops, the sentiment. So it's going to kind of leave that beautifulness over the sentiment, as well as this one. This will go here. Beautiful. So that's gorgeous. And then we want our little bumblebee is going to go right here. But honestly, I think it does need a dimensional. So I am going to add a dimensional to this so it's the same height as the rest of this stuff. Okay. So we'll do that right there. And there is our first card. Isn't that gorgeous? So the glimmer and glitz is actually the hive piece, so you don't need to really add gems. If you'd like to, you can grab your Wink of Stella, add some wink to the flower and the bees, or the flowers and the bee, whatever. But there is that first beautiful card. Absolutely love it. Very simple to put together. And then the next one we have, let's see what we're gonna do next. Oh, I love that bokeh effect on there. So we need one of these. I'll pop that out. We're gonna need this here. We're gonna pop this out because this is actually gonna go to something else, I bet. We need, do we need any of this honeycomb stuff? We need the flower here. This flower. And we're gonna use, we don't stamp, but if you want to mimic this later on, you would grab this big stamp and you could use this same effect on your stuff. Or is it actually it does stay on there. Does it? Read. There's nothing to read. So you have the circle that was in there. You have this. They all get, is that right? No, I think it's gonna go, let me grab my card base. It's gonna go onto this card base. I think that's why I'm seeing that layer underneath, because the next card is going to, no, it doesn't use that circle. I'm confused. I think I'm gonna keep this circle. I'll do it as is, but it's really confusing to me. That's because this gets dimensional, so it's set back. Okay, now I get it. Okay, move that aside. We're going to put dimensionals on here. It doesn't look like I have to do any extra stamping to this layer. So this is where strips of dimensionals come in, and you're going to add one here and one here. So it'd be a great shaker card if you have little bee trinkets or anything like those little daisy things that we had way back when. This has got some shimmer to it too. I didn't realize that. It's very nice. A lot of shadows going on because it's getting dark outside. So my apologies. I did not plug in my other lights, but we're going to be done shortly. So, all right. So this card goes like this. This goes on top, kind of centered, I hope, or not. Yeah, not really. It's really hard for me to center things if I'm not hovering over it. So bear with me as I pull this off. Maybe. All right. Just going to take a look. And then I'll set it back down. I got my nail polish on it. My nail polish isn't supposed to come off like that. Let's see if we can get it off with my sand eraser. Oh yeah. These things are so awesome. Okay, so there's that. What do we need to stamp? We need a banner. And I think it's one of the bigger ones. And we're going to use a bigger sentiment. And that is going to be Thank you for always being there for me. A lot of people I know that could get that sentiment on a card. All right, we're going to add that to a block. And I love, how many of you are loving daylight savings time now that we get to see daylight a little bit longer in the end of the day? I'm loving it. I'll be glad when I can start taking walks when my foot heals. I know these flowers are so beautiful. You're right, Lisa. All right. Perfect. I love using the Versamark to season my stamps. I used to clean them first, but now I really, really like using that because it's it really helps you get a clean image for the most part. I do make mistakes. I'm definitely not that person that doesn't. All right, so we have this, and we have these two elements, right? And this is going to go flush inside of that circle. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to adhere these together. So we've got the bokeh, and I guess it doesn't matter how that lays. So there's that. We've adhered those two together, and I kind of want to line up how those honeycombs go, and they don't get popped up. This just is flush again, and you want to line up your honeycombs where you popped that out. So it kind of gives it a cool effect. See that effect? Super cool. And then you have your floral image. Let's see the tricks that they had us do with this. This gets glue dots. Nope, it's going to get glue dots to the leaves. I'm just going to use my, I'm going to get my silicone mat so I don't make huge oozes. This will get a glue dot, this floral image, as well as this tiny one. So let's find our tiny, I said glue dots, I mean dimensionals. So we're going to put 2 little dimensionals there, and then I'm going to grab some Tombow and put that, of course, it's a new bottle, so you have that issue. I'm just going to put on the lower leaves, add some Tombow to those, because that's going to adhere flush to the card front. So we'll grab that, pick it up by this dot. Trying to not make a huge mess since my garbage can isn't close to me. I can actually, I mean, I can't see all of my floor, just saying. Because things kind of made their way in here because the kids have furniture in my room, which is behind me. There's a couch out there and stuff, but they'll be getting all that stuff this week or the next week. So I'm not even going to know what to do with all the space in my room. And I need a vellum piece. I just noticed that. So we'll put the vellum under this. And since that is going to adhere flush, this will adhere flush. This gets dimensionals. So this is going to get covered. So with vellum, you can always see the adhesive for the most part underneath. I'm going to add this first, like so. And then I'm going to put my dimensionals on here, so that this is going to cover where that adhesive is showing through on your vellum. You have to get really, really strategic when you're using vellum when it comes to layering things around or on top or whatever. And that's just a little peekaboo of vellum, just a kind of subtle, just a little subtle bit of vellum. I'm putting everything on crooked. It's crazy because I'm not hovering. So there's that one. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, we need a bumblebee. It's not finished till you have a bumblebee. So we'll grab our bumblebee, and I will get that. Looks like it's just flush. So I'm just going to add a little bit of adhesive to the base of, or to the back of the bee. And there you go. There is card number 2. So beautiful. These kits are amazing. And this is number 3. This is the base. Imagine cutting this in 2 and creating 2 different cards or whatever. Okay, we're going to varnish that. We'll move our adhesive sheet, or my, whatever you call it, silicone mat. right, so we have these flowers and a sentiment. And this is going to get the smaller banner, I think. Yep. And that's going to be that sentiment that I think is so sweet. And it is Sweetest Birthday Wishes. Isn't that sweet? All right, we're going to let that rest. I'm going to need to take something off of. Yep. Okay. And again, grab my Versamark. Do you know my mom found this at a yard sale with a bunch of other inks probably 15 years ago, and I have not had to refill it yet. And it's from Stampin' Up. It's pretty impressive, just saying. And it's in very good condition for being Versamark. It's not filthy. I don't do a lot of heat embossing. I should, because I love the effect of it, but it's not something that I do a lot of, so my Versamark doesn't get used as often as I would like it to. I love that sentiment. Okay. We are all done with our inks for today. We'll get to play with some stuff this weekend. It's going to be a very calm weekend in this household. Now you have all of these beautiful flowers. I say that. You make plans and things always get kind of misconfuddled sometimes, and that's okay. I always think now when plans get changed that there's a reason. So you have to keep that in mind. There is a reason when plans change. You never know what that reason is, but all right. So I believe that all of these beautiful flowers get something attached to them. They lay on the card front to give it dimension. So we're going to grab our card front. We need 2 of these. I hope I didn't forget these on the other card. I don't think I did. 2 of these. We'll pick these up and put them in our box. And our tags. I know where everything is. All right. So these are going to layer on the flowers that are on this card. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So we want to figure out which one is going to get this. And I think it's this one, which is going to go here. So we're going to add some dimensionals. Yep. We're going to add some dimensionals. This is going to go on the back of this. So I want to make sure it's placed in the right position. What I could do is actually add adhesive there, but we're going to just attach it to the back of our flower because it's going to have those dimensionals on it. Let's move this out of the way for now and grab a dimensional or 2 or 3. And we're going to put right there to hold this on in different places. And I'm kind of doing a little overkill with the dimensionals. This one is going to be our first one to get placed. And it's going to go right here. Kind of cover that flower that's underneath so it makes it look fuller. Super cool. This one is this one here. And that is going to be the other piece of hive. So we're going to add that kind of right there. I'm going to bring it down a little bit so that it's peaking a little, but I need to make sure that it's adhered to the center of that flower with a dimensional. So we've got that. I'm going to put a couple more on because this is a big flower. Maybe if my hands would work. Okay. And this one's going to go here. And you can follow the design of the flower that's already there. Now you see that that is kind of in the way of the edge of the card, so I'm just going to move it. It does kind of flow with the way these flowers are, but I'm kind of offsetting them so they look fuller. You can follow the design of the flower so it's you know, the same, or you can move it. I think in this picture they actually moved them around as well. I'm using extra adhesive. All right, and this one goes right, which one? Right here. It's going to overlap that one. And then you're just bits and pieces together. Is there more hive there? Nope, just the bumblebee. Put some of them required 1 or 2 pieces of 1 or 2 dimensionals. I'm kind of wanting them to stay put, so especially it's kind of a delicate thing to be putting in the mail as well. This one will go here. Now you can offset it, or I can go right where it is supposed to be with that one, or with a little shadow behind it of that same flower. This is probably the most time-consuming one with all these bits and pieces to add, but that's okay, right? Yes. All right, we're going to remove this. I've had fun tonight sharing some stuff with you, so thank you for being here. And that's going to go right there. And we've got this one. One-dimensional for this. That goes there. And then we've got our bee, and our bee is actually supposed to get a glue dot. I'm giving it a dimensional. I like the bee popping up near my flower because the flower is popped up, so why not? Where's the sentiment go? Well, the sentiment should have already been on there because it needs to go right there. So now I'm in a pickle. I'm gonna have to put dimensionals on it. Why would I even think that I didn't have to put that there? Because now I'm not going to be able to see it. Oh, Jiminy Crickets. Dimensionals it is. I don't think it was supposed to have dimensionals. It was just supposed to lie flat, and then you were supposed to put your flowers around it. But there's me that does things a little backwards sometimes. It's all good. We will add that and make sure it's not going to cause issues. All right, perfect. So these are our cards from tonight. Let me get all this stuff out of the way. I'll be able to take a screenshot when I'm done here, or a photo, and post it to this video. So there you go. Got all these little boogers, all these little pop dot things. And look at, we are all blurred on here, but these are our projects from tonight. Let's zoom in some more. There you go. Get a good close eye view of that. Must be my internet is a little whacked tonight, and that's okay. But I hope you enjoyed this video and me sharing some fun stuff that I got in the mail, and you can look forward to alternate projects using this paper pumpkin very soon, this paper pumpkin kit. So thank you everyone for joining me. I'm not going to flip the camera back around. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you again very soon. Look for those scheduled posts, because I'm going to keep trying to, or scheduled YouTube videos, pre-scheduled, because I'm going to try and keep up with that in order to just keep myself in a routine and acclimated to how to do that. So if you don't use it, you lose it. So I've learned that in several different ways. So, all right, everyone, many Stampin' blessings. Have a wonderful evening and a wonderful week, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.